Mike Bond here with Mickey Gall, UFC welterweight, who co-headlines UFC on ESPN 12 against Mike Perry. Mickey, man, I know this is another big fight for you. You've had a few in the career, but how excited are you for this opportunity in particular?
I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. I can't wait. I'm excited. It's nice name, nice opponent. It's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, and people are kind of maybe a little bit surprised when the matchup was announced, but this one goes back a little bit. I remember when I covered your fight in Newark last summer in August, and someone asked you in your post fight saying Mike Perry tweeted about you calling you green, and you were like, F him. He's got my boy Vicente Luque to worry about. But you were kind of interested in the fight then it comes together. So was that all a surprise when they offered you, or is this someone obviously who was in mind for a while now?
Yeah. I figured this was gonna happen. I was expecting. I knew we were gonna fight at some point. It just made sense. Um, so yeah, man. It's finally here. I remember trying to do this fight like a year ago, over a year ago. So I'm happy it finally came to fruition.
Yeah, when did they actually offer it to you? Because obviously, fights in these days under the coronavirus pandemic era, they come together a lot quicker than they used to. So, how much notice did you actually have?
3 weeks, 3 weeks before the fight night. So not this past Friday, but the Friday before.
Okay, and you've been training for a bit, though. I mean, were you already in pretty good shape when they gave you the call?
Yeah, during this whole pandemic thing, I didn't let it slow me down or get me lazy or I didn't. I think a lot of people took it as an excuse to be lazy. Not me. I was I was doing everything I could. I've been running all during the whole quarantine situation. I was running, wrestling, working, hitting pads, doing everything.
And was your gym closed or anything at any point? I know in the tri-state area, it got pretty brutal there for a bit.
Yeah, the gym was closed, but I was able to go in there, and I got a key to the place. I've had a key since I was like a teenager, so that's like my second home. So I had no problems getting in there, getting small groups, and getting the work in.
Awesome. And obviously, Mike Perry is Mike Perry, a pretty unique character, but I interviewed him a few weeks ago, and I'm sure you saw the story with him talking about, no team, no coaches. He's doing this on his own with his girlfriend in the corner next Saturday. What did you already know the fight was happening at this point when you saw that? And what did you just make when you were reading those headlines?
Yeah, I remember seeing that headline. I had no clue that this was going to come about this quickly. Um, but I was ready. I was ready. I had a feeling we were going to get a short notice fight. I didn't know it was going to be this one, but I kind of had a feeling. Part of me did. So I was staying really ready. Been camping and training for months.
Yeah, and he's, I mean, taking some shots at you since it was announced. He was like, saying UFC's been giving me really tough fights for 2 years. Thanks for giving me a weak opponent, which is obviously a shot at you. Did that irritate you at all?
Nah, not really. I hope he's expecting a weak opponent. He'll be sorely mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, how do you even prepare for him at this point? Like, it's hard to know what to expect. You have a guy who's not working with anyone that's like a well-established coach. He's going to have someone who I imagine has little to no MMA experience in his corner. So, what are you even expecting on fight night?
I'm gonna be prepared for the best Mike Perry. I'm gonna be ready for it all. I'd be stupid to take him or anyone lightly. So we're not doing that. We're preparing like hell. We'll be ready for war.
Yeah, and I know he's on a bit of a skid, but like he still has, the name value. It's the co-main event. You've had some big fights, obviously, in the UFC so far: CM Punk, Sage Northcutt, etc. Where does this one rank in your mind?
Um, I think this will be a big win for me. This will be a nice win. Perry's like I said, I'm a low key Mike Perry fan. He's a fun fight. He's exciting. He always brings it, and so I'm looking forward to put my kill stuff up against his kill stuff, and seeing where it all ends up.
Yeah, what are you a fan of? Just the fighting style or the whole personality and just everything that comes with the Mike Perry package?
Yeah, I think he's a very he's like a great character. You know, he's yeah, he's a character, and he's funny. Yeah, he talks some smack. He comes in there and fights hard, fights violent, and I like that. So yeah, I'm excited. I think like I said, I'm a low key fan, but I like him as an opponent.
Yeah, so there's no bad blood. I mean, obviously he's been talking some trash towards you or anything. You use any of that get a rise out of you, or do you think he was just trying to promote the fight more or less?
Yeah, no, it's all good. Let it, promote the fight. So he talk his shit. That's cool with me. I'd be hypocrite to say, if I had a problem with that, I'm good. I'm good with it. I'm good with it all. Whatever he wants to say, whatever he wants to do, let's go. We're fighting this 27th, so we'll see what's up then.
Yeah. What do you make of this, though, honestly? Like him bringing his girlfriend in the corner. You're a guy who you've worked with high level people your entire career. You've traveled across the country to get different coaches, all that kind of stuff. To go in there with a person, your girlfriend who has no experience, would you define that as probably not a good idea?
Yeah, I don't think it's a very bright idea. But I don't think Mike's the brightest guy. So it's kind of an appropriate move. Not shocking. Uh, yeah, I don't really know what to make of it. I'm not putting too much stock into that because it's just gonna be a fight. It's a fight, and it's me and him in there. I'm gonna have a great corner of coaches, real legit coaches, and he might not. But that doesn't make a difference. It's just gonna be us in there.
Yeah, totally true. So, I mean, where do you think this win puts you? I mean,
You
I
know.
know you weren't super happy with your last performance, but beating Mike, that's we see everyone who's beat them. Good things have been on the horizon for them after that. So, what do you kind of think this fight means in your career picture?
I think it'll be a big win, like a Sage Northcote win, a guy who's got a lot of attention. Um, I think it's big, and I'm not looking past it. It's that's the only fight on my mind right now. But I think I beat him. Maybe I get a ranked guy next. Maybe not. Maybe I got to beat another guy. But hopefully, we're all supposed to get some like 3 fights offered to us this year, and like I said, I'm not looking past the 27th, but I get the win, and we're maybe get a top 15 guy next. Maybe I got to fight one more and then get in there. But I'd like to end the year with like a number next to my name.
Yeah, we know you like
But then
to.
again,
Good.
I'm young, got a lot of time. I'm training smart. I think I'm still just getting started.
Yeah, I know you like to finish
And at the end of
fights.
the day, I'm trying to champ. Say
100%, man.
again.
I know you like to finish your fights, and obviously Mike has only been submitted once, only been knocked out once. What do you think is the more likely scenario in which you would finish him?
I probably have a bigger gap and advantage on the jiu-jitsu on like the grappling. Um, but I plan on cracking him a few times, for sure, or maybe the whole time. So I'd like to get a knockout, but I'd say smart money be on the submission. Maybe I'd drop him, jump on his neck or something.
Yeah, and I mean this small cage is being all the topic of discussion, within fans and media and stuff. And it seems like conceptually they say it favors the grappler and everything. So, are you looking forward to testing that out and seeing what that environment is like in terms of your fighting style and how it complements it?
Yeah, absolutely. I like I'm happy with the cage size. I think it's good. I think it could be good, but that we're practicing on that. We're keeping it, that size. You know, it's perfect. I think it's perfect.
Yeah, and quite the contrast, right? Like the last one, you're fighting in front of your people. This one, you're fighting in front of no people. What do you think that's going to be like?
I mean, we we practice in the gym every day without big crowds, so I think it'll be more normal, perhaps. Instead of instead of having all the screaming fans and all that stuff, you'd be able to hear your corner and be able to hear things. I think it'll be relaxed. It'll be a little more relaxed, little which I think is good.
Yeah, and just last things before I get you out of here. I know you said that seems like UFC could be trying to keep you active this year. It has been almost 11 months since the last fight, though. So are you looking to turn around pretty quick after this one, do you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Got get through this one first, but yeah, if maybe I get a quick win, we turn around in August. Yeah, I'd like to get three fights this year. So I'm trying to stay active. I had a few fights fall out, and that happens. It's part of the game. But I've been training and growing all year. I've been making like leaps in certain categories that I'm proud of, and I'm looking forward to put on display.
Yeah, man, that's what I was curious about. Obviously, someone your age having this much time in between fights to work can only be beneficial to the product. I'm sure you'll be putting out there. So, really looking forward to that. And before I let you go, I know Mike, watches all this stuff. He consumes the media. So, before I let you go, any message you want to send to Mike Perry before you guys fight next weekend?
Nah, man, just stay healthy and show up. That's it. That's
Awesome,
it.
brother. Well, I appreciate you taking a few minutes before you get into some strength and conditioning training here, Mickey. We will talk soon, and best of luck with the final few days of camp and, of course, in the fight.
Thank you. Always good to talk to you, Mike.
Thanks, brother. Have a good day.